So I am going to have surgery next week. It's my second surgery. The expanders will come off and the the permanent implants will be placed in. I want to talk about physical therapy. There has to be an awareness. After my surgery, my doctor said I have to go see a physical therapist. I went because I thought it was the correct thing to do. I could lift my hands up, as you can see right now. It took time, but I did it, the physical therapy, I did it on my own in the house. I Googled, on YouTube, physical therapy after mastectomy, and I found something, some exercise. But I went in person. This lady decided to grab my breast and move it all around. Remember, I had the expanders. I was in excruciating pain as she was doing it, but I thought she knew what the heck she was doing, and she didn't. First of all, the prescription that the doctor gave me, the orders for the PT, never said to have for them to touch my breast. So that was really unprofessional of her to take that decision. So what did she do? She moved my implant. She literally moved it, and she also destroyed or damaged the pocket that the plastic surgeon had built inside me where the implants go. So now when I have surgery, my surgery has to be longer because they have to fix that pocket. My implant has moved. My port was right here and now it's over here. So she moved my implant completely. She damaged my pocket. They had to rebuild it in surgery. It seems hard, like I can't, lawyers like to help people that are really messed up. They want you to be like totally retarded because there was something in the brain, or you're going to die out of breast cancer. God forbid that someone does something wrong, and then they should get punished, and now it's not worth it. I am going to report her to the Virginia physical therapy board. I am in contact with them, and I will contact the hospital because what she did was wrong. My doctor said, due to the fact that my prescription, the order for the PT did not say for them to touch my breast at all, it was truly a malpractice. So please, ladies, we have gone through enough. A double mastectomy, finding out you have cancer, is truly horrible. It's life-changing, and you don't need someone doing the wrong thing. On top of this lady was mocking me. She was mocking my pain. She'd be like, "Oh, your baby, you're crying like a baby." The whole time she was giving me an hour and a half of treatment of PT. She was actually mocking me because I was in pain. So do your research. I did my research. I thought I had a good lady. She was a specialist in lymphedema. But I live in a very small town, so it's not worth it. I think it's worth driving to, if you're in the city and you Google and you look for, best 10 doctors in the city, and you look at the reviews and all that. Sometimes it's worth the drive. Sometimes it's worth the research. I thought I was going to a professional, and what she did was hurt me more. So my surgery now, when they're going to put my implant, is actually longer because they had to rebuild that pocket that she destroyed with her brutality. So that's just an awareness for physical therapy. Be careful. Don't let anybody touch your breast. And the reason I noticed something was up and that this lady has hurt me is because when I went to my plastic surgeon, she's so delicate with my breasts. Like if they're glass and like if they could break, she's always like just so gentle. And then when she examined me, I thought, this is completely different from the PT, and I'm gonna ask her. And when I told my doctor, she was outrageous. She was really upset, and she couldn't understand why anyone would do what she did. So it's just an awareness. This is hard enough, and we don't need anybody to make our life harder than it already is. We're walking a path that is hard. We want to be survivors. We don't want to have consequences and that our future is even harder just because people do that to us and malpractice. So get the best doctor, get the best plastic surgeon. I will share, if you're in Northern Virginia, I will share my doctors with you guys soon. I'll give you the link of my doctors, of my plastic surgeon, that she is amazing. Someone actually, I went to a breast cancer boutique, so they saw my breasts and they said, "Who did your breasts?" And I was like, she's like, "Was it a female doctor?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Your breasts are so natural," and you could tell it was a woman. Sometimes male doctors, they're too much. They just don't know how the woman's body works. So I will share all that with you guys soon. All right, guys, it's a journey. We're walking it with faith.